What drives a narcissist? How do they operate the way they do? Why do they make the choices they make? The answer to these questions lies in understanding the principles that drive their world. Let's understand the same in this episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and in this episode, we will learn about 5 secret principles that drive a narcissist's world. Before we get started, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel by pressing the subscribe button and push that bell icon to stay updated with everything latest that I post over here. Also, if you're listening to this episode on a podcast channel, make sure to subscribe and follow as well. Let's get started. Number 1, they chase perfection at any cost. Narcissists want absolute perfection from themselves and others because they have a grandiose concept of their ideal self. In other words, their false self, and project the same shadow of perfection on you. When they live up to their lofty expectations, they do what they desire and are delighted by the same. However, when they fail to fulfill their expectations, they either alter them or project their failures on you and punish themselves through you because they can't accept the fact that they can fail or do something less perfect than ideal. Delusionally, they believe their issue is not unattainable perfectionism. Instead, it is finding a different version of the false self to meet the new set standards. They do so by changing themselves continuously or creating extensions by having children and living this perfectionism through them. Number 2, it's not worth to be consistent. If you take a step back and look at the narcissist's behavioral patterns, you will find constant inconsistency. Why? Because they are very predatory and prioritize whatever captures their attention in the moment. They are driven by pure impulses and do not think about the consequences since they lack foresight. They do not remember what they said an hour or day before because 1, they aren't attached with what they say. 2, their vision is quite tunneled and their thinking is compartmentalized. Compartmentalization happens when you think in extremes. You are either too good and ideal or you are straight away a piece of trash. There is no gray zone for them. If someone is so extreme in their perceptions, how would they be consistent? Such erratic and unstable behavior is unsettling to those around them, and quite cunningly, narcissists use their inconsistency as a weapon since it keeps people on their toes. Number 3, their confidence is based on construed self-image. Narcissists have delusional but unwavering confidence in their abilities. They falsely assume that they are omnipotent, can influence the masses, magically change lives, or enlighten thousands with zero embodiment of any knowledge if they have it. Their overblown sense of self-worth is based on a false belief, and that is they are better than everyone else. They know more, can do more, have more, and can offer more. In their minds, they are the best person in everything, which is why they try to take control and do everything by themselves. What they fail to recognize, though, is that they are not as great as they like to think of themselves. Quite the opposite, they are the least competent and most resource-consuming liability in anything they do. Before we move to number 4, what delusion did you witness the narcissist being driven by? Drop your experiences in the comments below. Number 4, introspection for them is unnecessary. Introspection may reveal defects or shame at the foundation of a narcissistic personality structure, disintegrating and diluting their false self. Introspection is self-examination, analysis of your behaviors, conduct, and how you impact others. In contrast, they prioritize their wants, needs, thoughts, and desires because that is what only matters to them, and everyone else is entirely expendable. Also, introspection requires proper self-understanding, which is absent in a narcissist's reality framework. Number 5 and the last one. Honesty is optional and selective for them. They are incapable of genuine honesty because they view it as a weakness or a quality that can be exploited in others. They do not have a moral compass that could guide them in the right direction and influence their choices. They are morally corrupt and do what serves them regardless of how honestly or dishonestly they do it. They are chameleons who live in a world they have created, one of self-preservation and denial, a universe in which they hope others will not only believe but also participate in their delusion and make it a shared delusion. They build this false reality to avoid facing the true one, which makes them dishonest at their core. If you cannot be honest with yourself, you cannot be honest with anyone else. That's the crux of it. That's it for today's episode. I'll talk with you very soon in the next one. Till then, let the healing begin.